What is happening? Welcome back to the Past Alive. Thank you all for tuning in tonight for the return of the series Turn Back the Clock Tuesday. And this evening we are heading back to the year 1999 to savagely and maliciously rip into this hobby box of Topps finest, chasing after refractors, insert cards, maybe even some rookies like that of Pat Burrell and some other goodies we might find in there. On average, refractors about 2 per box, 1 in 12 packs. Inserts kind of vary. We might see at least 1 insert. Might see gold refractors, but let's hope for the best in this first rip on this channel, at least. I've never opened 99 Finest. I've opened other years, so I'm pretty eager to dive into this hobby box of 24 packs, 6 cards per pack, and these boxes run about 230 bucks. In modern times, back in '99, they were $5 a pack. So you had to really save up your lunch money in order to chase after these elusive gold refractors and such. So the better rookies in the set, CC Sabathia. If I get the damn freaking very tightly wound cellophane off of here. The better rookies, CC Sabathia, Alfonso Soriano, they made their way into Series 2, so we won't be seeing them, but we have a chance for, what the hell? Chance for some nice, possibly prominent, big-name refractors to come forth. Who the hell packed this box? And we have a see-through packaging here, which is pretty interesting. We got Paul L. and everybody else in here. Thank you guys all for being here for this rip. 6 cards per pack, 6 packs per stack in this first paid rip. I've been doing free rips on here for quite a while now. I've gone back to doing a few paid breaks, and first time really probably seeing these. Typically I've dealt with mid-90s finest, not so much the turn of the century, but pretty eager to see what we can find in here. The Ghetto Shuffle will dictate who gets the first 6 packs in this rip. And hoping for some pretty hot cards to come forth from here. Really no other notable rookies we'll find other than Pat the Bat. The Ghetto Shuffle deems the first spot going to Bill G. I think Bill G, I think this is his first time in a rip or a break with me, so good luck to you, Bill. Let's find you something nice. Packaging is definitely very intriguing. There's Royce Clayton. Reminds me of being a kid at Kmart back in the early 90s and late 80s. Pack searching the little leaders cards, looking for buckos. So typically the collation, the second card of each pack should be the parallel or insert card. Not sure which one they consider. I guess this might be the top of the pack. Checklist card is going to lead us off there. And it's a 150 card series. The last 50 cards are all deemed short prints. So cards 101 through 150 are all short prints. Ruben Mateo is a short print starting it off. I'm going to try to film this in a way that you can't see my ugly mug on the whole video. We got Ripken. Every card has the protective coating on here. Bartolo Colon, or a Posada Rusty Greer. Very nice cards, though, and Royce Clayton. It's not very often I come across these, but Topps Finest, very well known for their sleek design year after year. First pack down, we got some big names in there, and every single pack will have one of those SPs. And I guess maybe everyone will have a checklist, and maybe every pack will have a Ruben Mateo by the looks of it, but we have 2 packs in a row. Paul L., you know what that means. Put him on the watch list. David Segui. A little bit of stickiness here, but don't have to worry about paper loss on these ones. There's a Big Mac. McGuire, nice one there. Greg Maddux. Frank Thomas, that's a freaking hot pack if I've ever seen one. And Bobby Abreu. So starting things off right, Paul L. is putting Ruben Mateo on the Omen watch list. Going to be a pretty quick rip. These packs are pretty slim, but very premium cards. Robert Herb says that protective coating is like the mattress tag. It's illegal to rip off. Yeah, I can never bring myself to actually tear that off. By all means, do not do it. No matter what happens. Checklist card. We got something in here. We have a refractor already The third pack in, it's going to be an insert. Ben Grieve, check it out. Split screen. I think these are about 1 in 28 packs. Pudge Rodriguez and Mike Piazza. Bill G, that's a pretty freaking awesome hit right there. And there are hot packs too, where we have multiple inserts and parallels back to back. Paul L quoting me from a video many years ago when I pulled a Griffey refractor from 94 Bowman's Best, but that's a freaking awesome card. It's very interesting how the Pudge is a refractor and the Piazza is not. I've never seen this insert set, but it's a pretty awesome one for Bill to start the rip off. Pudge and Piazza. This reminds me of the Mystery Finest refractors right here. I'm not entirely sure what to make of this. It is definitely a mystery. I won't tamper with this, but we got something pretty awesome right there, potentially. But I guess it shall remain a mystery. Bill, you have to keep us posted on what this could be. I'm not going to peel off this black mysterious coating, but off to a pretty awesome start. Manny Ramirez coming in hot. Sheffield and Jarrett Wright is going to end that pack. Ed Smells, is that a peel away? It definitely is a peel away. I will leave that up to Bill if he wants to peel it off or not, though. Getting real tired of the 1 per pack checklists. I hated those as a kid, and I hate them maybe even more so now. Chipper Jones, Bonds, Tim Salmon, and Ray Durham for Paul L. And there's El Duque, Orlando Hernandez. Early on in his career, 2 packs remain for the first spot of this rip. Already having some pretty good luck here. Let us keep it going. Beltray Sensations, also an SP from the short print set. We got a freaking awesome Griffey coming up. Just prod that one off, number 126. Check this out. Leading indicators. These are, I think, 1 in 12 packs. Never seen this insert set either, but that is an awesome one. And Griffey, of all cards to get, that is a pretty great hit for Bill G. Very, very nice. Cool card. Very cool stuff. So Bill is really making out on this first stack. Chenho Parker's Rob Nen, Sean Casey, and Brian McRae ends that pack. One more left for Bill. I'm pretty sure this is Bill's first rip with me, so definitely a beginner's luck happening here. Checklist aside, Clemens, that is also a Gems short print. Scott says 3 versions of split screen refractors. That's pretty awesome. Rondell White, Matt Williams for the D-backs, Juan Gone, Garcia Parra, and John Wetland. The first stack is in the books. Bill G, congrats, man. You had some pretty awesome hits in there. Geriatric Geek says, nice hits, thank you. Bill, what's going on? Bill is in here. Definitely got a good stack. Top left is always kind of iffy. Can either be really good or it could be very bad and you find nothing. Pull out the next 6 packs in the bottom left corner. We can dig them out of here. We have 2 more participants between Alton and Ed. And the next one is going to go to... The Griffey is heat activated. If you put your thumb on the black part, that's pretty crazy. It reminds me of the old fun pack inserts. Ed is next. Ed in his first spot. Paul Else, is Pee Wee home tonight or is he at the neighbors? Pee Wee is definitely here. Some sort of slanderous remarks. Reeking of cigarettes, as always. The next 6 packs are going to Ed. Good luck, Ed. Let's find you something nice in here. Let's pack search for a minute here. Juan Guzman. You're guaranteed a Juan Guzman. Coward says, I heard a slur. All kinds of obscenities coming out of him at all times. Pack wrappers are kind of cool. I'm digging those compared to everything else that I see. And look at this. We got something else in here. Griffey Gems is pretty awesome, Ed. Great way to start it out. Griffey short print. And you got yourself a mysterious. I wish I could make out what that is. Mysterious. Almost looks like a magnet. Ed, I'll let you pull that off as well. Let's see what that says on the box, because those are called different things in different sets. Peel and reveal. I'm guessing that's what those are. They used to be mystery finest refractors and TOPPS releases in the later 90s. That was what you did. You peeled them off. And we already found leading indicators. We found a split screen. This is a really good box. And I'm not sure if that split screen counted as one of our refractors or not. We'll find in here. Chipper Jones, there's Alex Gonzalez, Vladdy Guerrero Sr., Strawberry, and Greg Vaughn, along with Juan Guzman, ending that pack. But a good one. Good way to start it off for Ed's first stack. And on to pack 2 for him. Ryan Anderson is our SP. We got something else in here. What do we have? It's a Jim Thome Prominent Figures. This is a pretty awesome one, too. And it's numbered out of 424. Check that out. 87 of 424. Jim Thome Refractor Insert. That is a freaking awesome card, Ed. Very, very nice and numbered out of 424. Really awesome hit. This box just keeps delivering so far. We're not even halfway through it. Omar Vizquel. Yeah, in 99, 424. It's a low number. Mark Grace, Jason Kendall. What the hell? Paul L., you know what we do with this. You know what's happened in recent times with this anomaly piece of cut cardboard that will be obsessed over until the end of time. And Ed, forgive me if that doesn't end up with your your cards in the break. Kendall, Tony Clark, get it graded. I have one somewhere in a card saver. I don't know where it's at. It's in a stack sitting next to me, but there was one that came out of like a 90 Fleer box. I was like, what the hell is this? Or something like that. It's in a card saver still. Ed says obsess away. The next pack. Very sweet Jim Thome. Paul O'Neill from Mikey G. Mikey G probably has this one already. Unless it's some sort of numbered card. But like I said, it seems like the numbered ones, according to Baseball Cardpedia, which is what you should refer to for everything, the hits and the parallels. What the hell? There's another one. What's going on with these? Todd Elton. Sensations short print starting this pack off. We got Ben Grieve, Jeff King, a shard piece of cardboard. Do we have 6 cards in this pack? That's pretty crazy, Paul O'Neill. So they only gave us 5 cards in a checklist. This was supposed to be a card. That is pretty wild, making sure there's nothing stuck to the back of these. The shard is a card. It was a card at one point in time, so I don't think it was an insert card, luckily, but quality control, not too great. 99, I guess. That's pretty ridiculous. Hopefully we can find some other good stuff in here. Paul says, I swear there was at least one pack earlier that had 7. Maybe that's what it is. Pushing Butts says the cardboard shards are alive. Chipper Jones, short print. What else can we find in here? Dave Justice, Levon Hernandez. That's a die cut. It's definitely a die cut. Send that to freaking PSA immediately. JT Snow Jr., Scott Rowland, and Francisco Cordova ends that pack. We have 2 more in the second spot. So far, this box is awesome, though. Tom Glavin says, I think you should save all the shards until the end and put them together to make a mystery card. Yeah, maybe it's kind of like a puzzle. How crazy would that be? These tiny-ass little shards. Adam Everett, SP, Fernando Vina. Quentin McCracken. I don't know if anyone ever in the history of baseball was ever stoked on Quentin McCracken. Aaron Seeley, PC guy of mine from the early 90s. Brad Radke, and nothing else too notable in that pack. 1 more remains. 1 more for the second spot. Jetman says BCCG. I would definitely grade the shard. We'll get a 10. Very hard to get anything less than a 10 from BCCG. Very tough. I've seen many white corners on BCCG 10s. We have a refractor in here. I can't tell. Kerry Wood, SP, starts it off. Rico Bronya. Looks like our luck kind of ran out on this stack. We got too many shards already. They hooked us up enough in their eyes, I guess. Glavin, Eric Young, there's a Tony Gwynn, and John Olerud is going to end that pack. So the second stack in the books for Ed. Pretty good one, though. Some nice cards in there. And a Jim Tomei numbered out of 424. We'll pull out the next 6. There is 5 and 6. Very flashy, sleek design. I mean, take the empty box and put that on your mantle. If you're having trouble wooing and wowing the ladies, that box just might be the tickets. Mike Willeris, what's happening? You're missing absolute cardboard debauchery happening here. It's chaos and mayhem unfolding. The next stack, Alton, you got the next spot, buddy. I don't know if Alton's in here or not, but good luck to you, Alton. Todd Walker is guaranteed in this transparent pack. Starting things off, Josh McKinley. No sign of Pat Burrell yet. Dustin Hermanson, Chuck Finley, Tatis Sr., Joyner, and Todd Walker. Is going to end that stack. Jay Bell on top of this next one. Alton's in here. What's going on? It says, pull me a Frank Thomas. Fingers crossed for a Thomas for Alton here. You got a refractor. I can see it already. Hopefully we'll have less shards. I think it's an SP. Look at that. Oh, that's a pretty awesome hit. A Cal Ripken Jr. short print Gems refractor. There's a lot of commons in this base set, obviously. So to find a refractor of a big-name player like Ripken, that's pretty amazing, man. Speaking of wooing and wowing the ladies, right there. Very, very nice card, Alton. Very nice. Not a Frank Thomas, but right up there alongside him. Sean Green, Shane Reynolds, Bichette, and Jay Bell. I am mesmerized by this Ripken refractor. Paulos has put that on your mantle. It belongs in a museum or a mantle. Kevin Young. Very, very nice Cal Ripken. Beautiful card. Tom Glavine Hall of Fame says that card sells for $80 to $100 on eBay. That is crazy. I believe it, though. There's a lot of these 90s refractors. Very valuable. Checklist aside, great freaking box, though. Tony Gwynn starts this one off. The SP Gems, Troy Glass, Kevin Millwood. 1 point, I would have been stoked on Kevin Millwood putting his rookies into top loaders. Barry Larkin and Kevin Young ends that pack. Collation, pretty good, though. Doug Glanville on top of this next one. Cowards is taken to the bar with the ladies. The owner would tell you to put it away so the others would have a chance. Yeah, you'd be getting all kinds of dirty looks because you would be surrounded by women taking that to the bar with you. Alex Escobar. Rookies. SP. Vinny Castillo. Javi Lopez. Erstad. Rick Reed. Milton. And there's Doug Glanville ending that pack. 2 left for Alton. I would say so far this box, everyone has kind of come out on top. Other than these random shards that very well could have been. I'd be real pissed if like those were supposed to be refractors. I think we'd probably be able to tell. But Beltray Sensations yet again. Keep thinking that the card stock's pretty thick on these, as it typically was with Finest. Keep thinking that there's cards stuck to each other. McGuire and Maddox. They always seem to go back-to-back in packs. Starting to see some dupes now. Last pack for Alton. And looks like we have another insert in here. I see refractor. It's a Griffey Gems. And it is another split screen. Looks like that Griffey is always the precursor. It was a precursor in the last pack that we had a split screen. Troy Glass and Eric Chavez. Definitely probably a more desirable card back in 99, but still a pretty awesome one regardless because they're kind of tough to pull. And it's just a freaking awesome looking insert card nonetheless. Gloss and Chavez, Tina Martinez, Jim Tomey, Musina, and Scott Brocious is going to end that pack. Holy freaking hot box of 99 Finest. We have one more stack left, and the last stack is going to go to Ed Smiley. Go back and find that Ripken, though. What an awesome, awesome card. put that one off to the side and bring in Ed's last stack. Again, if you want to buy a box of these, they're $230 to try your luck, but definitely way better than other Finest boxes I've opened. Like, earlier this year, we opened 2000 Finest jumbo box. We actually did get some decent stuff out of there, but my mid-90s Finest rips really never found anything that great. Good luck, Ed, on your last stack here. Randy Wolf, there's another Ripken. Yeah, they have gone up in value over the last several months even. Abreu Matt Lawton was a big Matt Lawton fan around like 96. I remember being real stoked on him. Looks like this pack, we have a Big Hurt. At least they didn't put the inserts and parallels on the outside of the pack wrapper, so they're just a dead giveaway. What the hell? Is there... What is going on? Why does Ed always get these weird anomalies? Not even part of a card. What the hell is that? Ben Grieve. At least this pack we got 6 cards though. Chan-Ho Park, Rob Nen, Hernandez, Jarrett Wright, and there is Frank Thomas. Card floss. The baseball card G-string tucked in the pack. Let's see what else we can find in this hot box. Chipper Jones starting things off. There is Ron and Jeremy Beck. Rondell White. Williams, Royce Clayton, and Ray Durham. 3 remain. And tomorrow night, I'm going to try to do a card sale. Hopefully. More than likely I will. And then Thursday, actually, I filmed a video for Thursday last night. It ended up being almost an hour long. And I literally uploaded it for like 16 hours. And it was only like 20% for whatever reason. It is done and uploaded now. It'll be out on Thursday. It's a pretty fun one. It was an old box I've had sitting around for like, I don't know, a year and a half. 5,000 count box. Bruce Chen SP, Kerry Wood batting. That's an interesting card. Burnett's, Brian McRae, Jorge Posada, Rusty Greer. Toy Tame says Ghetto Wi-Fi. 2 packs left. Can we find anything else nice in here? Fingers crossed for Sabathia. Sabathia is actually in Series 2. Him and Soriano. That would be awesome if he was in this series. The refractor of Sabathia. Checklist aside, Brad Fulmer was stoked on him back then too. We got really one more chance to find Ed something nice in here. Clemens, Travis Fryman, Biggio, Wetland, and Sean Casey is going to end that pack. Can we find some last pack magic here? Like in last week's rip, the 94 Topps box that yielded a Billy Wagner Topps Gold rookie in the last pack. We might have exhausted our refractor luck here. Scott Rowland short print. There's Alex Rodriguez for the first time. I don't know if we're going to find anything else in here. Rogers, Higginson, Juan Gonzalez, and Nomar Garcia Parra is going to end that stack, that pack, and that box overall. The last spot in the books for Ed, but a lot of nice cards came out of there. Nice refractors. And just, I feel like we got pretty much all of the good base cards. 99 Finest Series 1. Pretty freaking awesome release here. I might have to go back and revisit this at some point in the future. I think the next one we're going to do is 2004 Fleer Ultra. Got some other ones lined up as well. So stay tuned for those in the coming weeks or even months. There's another random shard of something here. Hopefully card sale tomorrow night and a video on Thursday. So appreciate you guys watching and congrats to the participants in this group. I feel like everyone made out pretty well. Thank you all for participating. Thank you for watching, and hopefully I will see you back tomorrow night.